Now we come to play it ourselves and it often sounds something like this. Same registration, but this time it's all backing and hardly any melody. Well, why is that? We have a thing called touch sensitivity, and obviously when we demonstrate the instruments, we've been doing it for years, we make the most of it and we get the benefit out of it by getting some expression in the instruments. Many people play equally as nicely, but they're a little bit less confident, they're a little bit less assertive on the top keyboard, and consequently the lower manual is drowning the right hand out and the melody doesn't really come across. Now on most products for many years it's been overcome, but what you have to do is knock all of the volume controls down for the accompaniments. So you set up a factory setting, the left hand's all too loud, you have to knock the bass, the left hand sounds, the drums, all of the accompaniments down, you play your tune, you go to the next factory setting, and they've all shot up again. Jolly irritating, isn't it? Well, this lower balance enabled us to reduce the volume of the left hand, all of the sections, in one go. Now if I play the gentle way, you'll hear it's all balanced up again. Good, isn't it? Now, the handy thing is that it gives you a readout in the screen. Whenever you switch the organ on from scratch, it comes on at a level of 116. And when you reduce the volume, it'll go down to a lower level. I can tell you now that most people I know like to set the level at around about 100. That's a good balance for many home players. The good news is, once you've set that balance at that new level, that's going to remain for the rest of the time you're playing the organ on all of the factory settings, including the automatic organ. So that's a really lovely feature on it, and it makes things so much easier and so much more convenient. I'm only going to do one more thing on this, and it's something on this which does take a little bit of a routine, but it's not too difficult to do. It's very nice sometimes to be able to use these sounds in conjunction with the automatic accompaniments and the automatic setup. And to do that, you have to do it in a little sort of routine. So what we need to do is to decide what style of music we're going to play. In this case, I'm going to select a country waltz. The automatic setup is on, so it's automatically set the organ up for a country waltz, and I've got a country waltz sound on the top with a country guitar, and I've got the country accompaniment with a waltz backing. If I now switch off the automatic setup and switch on the lock button, I can use any of these lovely sounds in any combination that I like. So I can go to organ or orchestral sounds or pianos or saxophones. I'm going to do it a silly amount, but you'll hear what I mean. Hear how well they blend in. They just match in, and you can use them virtually in any combination. I'm going to wind up here. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation. I hope you've been delighted with the sounds of the instrument, because I certainly am. And I'm going to introduce you to a young man who's specially come down to play for us, and he's going to do some lovely theatre organ sounds to play us out. So I'm jolly pleased to be able to introduce you to Mr. Mike Hall, who's going to play some lovely theatre music to play us out on the glorious Orla Grand Theatre organ. Thank you very much for watching, and we would love to hear from you. Thank you. Goodbye.